Happy 30th, Sonic. You blue, expensive rat. Our collection only grows stronger by the day, so we thought it best to make a sort of time capsule video. We're going to be covering 30 years of Sonic the Hedgehog plushes, from 1991 all the way to 2021. Now, because there are hundreds of Sonic plushes out there, especially if you take into account different countries, we aren't going to be covering every single Sonic plush made in order. Rather, we're just going to go over the plushes we have in our collection. Also, little tidbit, there are a few gap years simply because we don't own a plush from that year or misplaced it. An excellent example would be the Jazwares 20th Anniversary Sonic plush. You've definitely seen it in past videos, we just don't know where we put it. Anyways, let's get this dumpster fire started with our local icon, Stringy Sonic. Stringy Sonic is one of the first Sonic plushes ever made, especially for consumers. While there were definitely mock-up plushes and internal plushes made, this is the first Sonic plush available on the market. Released in UFO catchers in 1991, this small babby is definitely lacking some details, but he more than makes up for it with a unique design. With his arms and legs being made of a string or yarn kind of material, he certainly stands out as one of the cutest, and by extension, most sought after Sonic plushes. He's been part of the collection since 2010, and we love him dearly. When the UFO plush set Stringy Sonic got re-released in 1992, they replaced Stringy Sonic with a slightly more on-model plush of Sonic. While this is a more on-model variation, his gigantic smile is a little off-putting, and I'd argue is the only off-model thing about him. What is cute, however, is that his glove cuffs are made of a really soft material. When it comes to vintage Sonic plushes, this is one of the easier ones to find, and should only run you around $30. He's a very good lad, and will sit happily on anyone's shelf. We are moving over from Japan to the US for a hot second to cover one of the most ubiquitous Sonic plushes out there, the Kaltoy Sonic from 1993. This rat came in many different sizes, ranging from small, medium, and horrifyingly large. But what we have today is the slightly harder to find 8-inch version. We still have him with his tag, actually, and it makes for a very fun read. Kind of like Stringy Sonic, we have gone back to the whole flat 3 rows of spikes thing going on. This is a great vintage plush and really captures that early 90s US style Sonic that was always portrayed during the time. Here is a very good friend. It's a little Sonic in a pouch dated 1994. The pouch reads Sega Sonic the Hedgehog and actually opens up for you to store whatever your heart desires in there. While there is no Sonic plush inside, the top does depict a cute stuffed Sonic. It's at this point we began to move away from felt or rubber eyes and started using plastic, which lasts much longer. This is an oddity for sure, but a great collectible to own. So we can't really decipher when this plush was made, so consider this a gap year plush. This is the absolutely amazing Sega World Sydney Sonic Backpack plush, released anywhere from 1995 to 1997. This is a much larger plush and is incredibly rare as it came from a now long-gone Sega theme park in Sydney, Australia. He has a lot of cute quirks about him, from his fingerless mittens, to his flat bare nose, his big eyes, and his open smiling mouth. This is a plush that can't be mistaken for another. He is also really fuzzy and soft, so he's a boy to be trusted. If you ever find one of these, you'll have to pay a pretty penny, but it will absolutely be worth it. Such a time capsule of a plush. Now we move on to the 2000s with, once again, a very well-known plush. This is the hideous and disgusting Toy Network Sonic plush. These plushes were made from 2000 all the way to 2007 or 2008. Many people grew up with these, whether they found them at carnivals, fairs, or in claw machines. Their quality is certainly off the charts, with giant plastic eyes, dumb smiles, and generally off-model bodies. Regardless of their quality, they are just too nostalgic not to love. Shockingly, they are starting to get a little pricey these days, so if you find the chance to get one of these, we'd recommend that you do. Oh, but how could we forget Mr. Expensive? It's 2001, and you know what that means. The Soap Shoes Sonic plush. What a gem of a plush this is. You've heard the stories. You've heard our own, actually. And even still, it's a plush that means so much to so many. We are so glad to have this plush in our collection, making it one of the grails in any person's collection. The quality is simply fantastic. He's large, well stuffed, and has such great attention to detail. From his embroidered smile to his individual fingers, and of course, the detail on his soap shoes, this is a one-of-a-kind style for a Sonic plush. And right now, we have made it to the 10th anniversary. 10 years in, just 20 more to go. So here's one we've never really shown off. It's the 2003 Japanese Sonic X Plush. So we never showed it off because unfortunately the plush was in a horrible condition due to being played with as a child and being chewed by a dog. Yeah, you heard that right. But I actually went out of my way and tried my best to restore it. It took a lot of time and a bit of research, but I'm very happy with the outcome. This is a really nice plush because it has the modern Sonic details such as green eyes, more detailed shoes, and his signature grin. But it has the design of classic Sonic with a round stomach and shorter limbs. It's honestly really cute, and when it comes to design, it's very well done. It's incredibly well stuffed, has great spikes, and has separated individual fingers. A favorite in our collection for sure. Hey, remember that disgusting Toy Network Sonic? Well, here he is again! Noticeably worse! The reason he's back again is because around this time, Toy Network reissued these plushes with new Sonic X tags, and for the anniversary, placed a 15th anniversary logo on them as well. We're only showing these off because there's not actually a dedicated 15th anniversary Sonic plush made. Very shocking. But we already covered him, so let's leap forward a few years and take a look at the next plush in our lineup. In steps everyone's favorite company, Jazwares. While they are always remembered for their fantastic Sonic figures, it's time we admit that they really shouldn't be remembered for their plushes. While this one isn't the worst offender out there, their plushes were always off-model and never made with the greatest quality. Now, this particular one is interesting because despite being modern Sonic, he's depicted as light blue. This was quickly discontinued shortly after and replaced with a dark blue version of the plush. His spikes look pretty okay, and his shoes are nice, but his arms and legs are so thick, and his face is pretty flat and off-model. Really not the greatest plush in the world, but still a nice one. Up next would be 2011's 20th anniversary classic Sonic plush by Jazzwares, but we just can't find him anywhere. He must be hiding in some secret box. After this, however, we're going to have another gap. Here we are, the Sonic Boom age. There were actually a few Sonic Boom plushes, but we wanted to take a look at their most stylized, the Chibi Friends. So these are ones that you could still probably find on eBay or even Amazon, as they aren't too expensive and didn't sell very well. But for what they are kind of cute. Here Sonic's a bit more flat, having only 3 flat spikes and tiny arms and legs. Despite this though, Tomy still managed to account for all the details such as the sports tape, the scarf, and the new shoe design. He's got a squinty little look going on here, so he stands out like a sore thumb. But he's also kind of cute. For a while this is all we had, nothing but merchandise of Sonic in his Boom design. That was until the 25th anniversary rolled around. And so, we were introduced to one of the coolest Sonic plushes out there, the Tomy 25th Anniversary Sonic plush. And what a plush he is! While he may be a tiny bit off-model, he has this unique faux velvet look to him, making him appear shiny. He's absolutely a collector's piece and goes far beyond just another Sonic plush. This one is simply in a league of its own for its style. It was really clever of Tomy to use this fabric, it really makes the plush stand out. He has a cute face and some great looking spikes. All in all, this is a favorite in our collection. Right after the 25th anniversary plushes, Tomy made a bunch of Sonic plushes. Classic, modern, big, small. In 2017, they paid a bit more attention to figures, but in 2018, we got a great looking modern Sonic plush by them. Mr. Pointy Boy. This one has another unique design. While his fabric and style makes him appear like any other Sonic plush out there, he's depicted as pointing, and his eyes are positioned to be looking to the side. He's also seen not smiling or grinning, but seen with an open mouth, something we haven't seen since the Sega World plush. This is certainly a step above Jazzware's modern Sonic plush from a few years prior, but because of his unique design, he can appear a little off-model. Either way, he's certainly a unique one to have. In 2019, Jakks Pacific steps in with their own Sonic plushes, this one being their chibi style. The next few plushes we are showing off have been covered in great detail on the channel before, so we won't spend too much time on them. But this is one Sonic plush we are sure many kids are growing up with right now. You can find him in Target, on Amazon, eBay, and other sites as well. He's kind of similar to the Tomy Sonic Boom plush with a flat, chibi look going on. He's a cutie, and we are glad to have him. He's a great Sonic to own. We are reaching the end of our little history lesson with Toy Factory's hard-to-find movie Sonic plush. Released right as the movie came out in February of 2020, these guys were meant to be found in claw machines at movie theaters. But because the world just kind of took a break for an entire year, 1 month after the movie came out, not many got to get their hands on this plush. And that's a shame, because this is a really nice one. He feels really soft and fuzzy, and will always be a perfect example of what the Sonic brand was doing in 2020. The big thing that year was the movie. No shows, no games, no toys. It was basically just the movie. He's a bit of a long boy, but looks very nice and is a favorite of our collection. And so we have reached the end of our lineup. Here is Kid Robot's funny Sonic plush. As mentioned before, he was covered in a previous video, and there isn't too much to say. While technically released in 2020, the plush was reissued in 2021 and can still be found on store shelves. Hopefully we get some really nice 30th anniversary plushes marking such a big occasion, but outside a few new Sonics popping up on eBay, this is the one that is the most readily available. And there you have it, everyone. A painstakingly extensive look at 30 years of Sonic plushes. Yes, we missed a few brands like GE and Kaltoy, but hey, back off. We need money to eat, not to buy toys. Even with a few missing plushes, this is still a lineup we are very proud of. It took years to build up the collection we've created, and to see things lined up in order like this is simply a treat. We'd like to take the time to say, happy birthday Sonic, you blue, spiky rat. Everyone always jokes about how the games are bad and all that nonsense, but honestly, there is something of value in this franchise. If there wasn't, we wouldn't own this many plastic hedgehogs. The memories we've made while the series has continued to grow are ones we hold dear to our hearts. Thank you Sega and Sonic Team for your continued efforts to entertain and inspire. We've been along for the ride so far, and we're excited to see what's in store. Until next time, thank you for watching.